Welcome to Eastern Connecticut State University. In this presentation, Looking to the Future, we hope to start a conversation with you about not only which college you will attend, but about your development both personally and professionally over the next 4 years. Throughout this presentation, we will explore something that is on the mind of every college freshman, and that is that dreaded question: what do you want to do with your life? There's a lot of pressure put on young adults to have their future figured out as soon as they graduate from high school. This can create a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety, and it puts pressure on the very questions facing students right at this moment. Questions like, what college should I go to? What major should I choose? And what career should I ultimately pursue? It also raises questions in a student's mind like, can I find something that I will love that will also support me financially? How do my dreams fit in with the realities of today's workforce? Are my talents and skills valued by potential employers? And are there fields I should focus on to improve my chances of getting hired once I graduate? Over the next few minutes, we will dive into these questions a little bit further. Specifically, we want to talk about what it is that employers are looking for in their applicants. What are the skills that they want to see? We also want to talk about how you can identify the skills that you already possess that employers value, and how you can build upon your current skill set to prepare yourself for entry into the workforce once you graduate. Finally, we want to talk about how Eastern's liberal arts mission is key to preparing yourself for success in your chosen career. To get started, let's just take a step back. What are the skills that you have developed over the years? What are the talents that you might have that employers value? Maybe you're particularly good at writing. Maybe you've always excelled in math. Maybe you have a knack for problem solving, or you're particularly creative. Maybe you have a talent in technology. These are all skills that could be put on a resume, but you may overlook them because it's sometimes difficult to notice the skills that you use every day. Are you in a club or on a team? Perhaps you have developed skills in teamwork, leadership, or time management. Did you work on a class project you were passionate about? Perhaps you demonstrated creativity, problem solving, fluency in a particular form of technology, or persistence. What does that mean for you moving forward? Well, it means that you likely already have a foundation of skills on which to build, and that's great news. From here, you can practice recognizing and articulating these skills so that you can put your best foot forward when you launch your post-graduation plans. You can also begin to think about how you would like to build upon your current skill set. Do you want to strengthen your current skills? Dig deeper? Develop further expertise? Do you want to develop complementary skills that, when paired with your current skill set, makes you more valuable to prospective employers? It can be useful to take a look at what employers are looking for when making these decisions. Did you know that there are many occupations for which the number of positions available each year far exceeds the number of college graduates in those fields? For example, in the last 12 months, there were 30,116 job postings in Connecticut for bachelor's degree recipients in the information technology field. However, in 2018, there were only 1,541 bachelor's degrees awarded in information technology in Connecticut. What we can draw from this is that there is a large number of employers in Connecticut seeking applicants with information technology skills, but there are not enough college graduates in Connecticut to fulfill that need. This imbalance between the number of job postings and the number of degrees awarded exists in many professions. Some examples include software development, accounting, project and program management, database specialist, K through 12 teaching, and healthcare administration. As you can see in the chart, there were 1,646 more job openings in project and program management in the last 12 months than there were bachelor's degrees awarded in this area in Connecticut in 2018. You can also see that there were 728 more job openings in K through 12 teaching in the last 12 months than there were college graduates in this area in 2018. The other side of this is that there are some fields for which the number of college graduates each year exceeds the number of positions available. Would information on these fields impact your chosen field of study? And if so, how? If you choose to go into one of these fields, how will you set yourself apart once you are on the job market? And what are the complementary skills that will give you an edge? To answer this question, we can take a look at the skills employers have been asking for. For example, over the last 12 months, 21,291 job postings specifically requested that the applicant have budgeting skills. 24,321 specifically requested customer service skills, and 6,140 specifically requested that the applicant have skills in data analysis. When thinking about the skills you would like to develop over the next 4 years, it is important to note that while some skills are narrowly applied to a specific occupation, others have broader applications across multiple occupations and fields, and it is a combination of these two types of skills that will give you a solid professional foundation. This means that you may end up wanting to develop some skills in areas that aren't obvious to you right now. To help illustrate this point, let's consider a tale of two students. First, we have Olivia. Olivia was a soprano in her high school choir. She's always done very well in her math classes, and she plays on her high school soccer team. Next, we have Blaine. Blaine has developed a talent in visual art. He's learned a lot about editing software by creating his own YouTube channel, and he takes care of his brothers and sisters every day after school. With her mathematical aptitude, Olivia could further her education by developing skills in data analysis, data science, quantitative analysis, or statistics, to name a few. Skills in these areas were listed in up to 6,140 Connecticut job postings in the last 12 months. And the job titles for these openings included data analyst, actuary, data scientist, financial quantitative analyst, and biostatistician. Depending on the path Olivia chooses, employers may request field-specific skills in statistical software, project management, economics, or data management. But job postings in these areas also request applicants have skills in research, written communication, teamwork or collaboration, critical thinking, creativity, problem solving, and verbal communication. This means that once Olivia has an idea of the direction she'd like to go, she will want to select a major that will help her develop field-specific skills, and then she'll want to make sure she takes courses that foster critical thinking, communication, research, creativity, and so on. Beyond the classroom, Olivia may decide to play intramural soccer in order to gain more experience working on a team. She may also decide to move beyond her major and select a minor in music to help her further develop her creativity. Let's now consider Blaine. If you recall, Blaine had skills in art and editing software. With that foundation, he could further his education by developing skills in visual design, graphic design, creative design, animation, or illustration. Skills in each of these areas were listed in up to 1,175 Connecticut job postings in the last 12 months. Job titles in these fields included graphic designer, art director, web developer, and architect. As with Olivia, depending on the path Blaine chooses, employers are likely to request field-specific skills. Given his field of interest, these skills may include multimedia software, video editing, budgeting, or social media. But job postings in these areas also request applicants have skills in time management, communication, team building, critical thinking, creativity, leadership, and multitasking. As with Olivia, once Blaine has decided the direction he'd like to go, he will want to select a major that will help him develop his field-specific skills, and then he'll want to make sure he takes courses that foster critical thinking, communication, time management, leadership, and so on. All of the general skills that employers in his area have been asking for. Now, Blaine has experience taking care of his siblings, and this may have given him a head start in developing leadership skills. So outside of the classroom, Blaine may decide to further develop those skills by becoming a resident assistant on campus. He may also decide to take a course in accounting or business to give him the background in budgeting that some employers are requesting. Regardless of the direction either Blaine or Olivia decide to go, by completing the liberal arts curriculum at Eastern, both Olivia and Blaine will take courses that will cultivate critical thinking, quantitative literacy, communication, creativity, and ethical reasoning. These are among the broader skills that are often requested by employers, including those in the fields considered by both Blaine and Olivia. In fact, if we take a look at the job postings over the last 12 months in Connecticut for bachelor degree recipients, we can see that these skills are in high demand among employers. Problem solving, for example, was requested as a skill in 30,727 of these job postings. Research was requested as a skill in 20,613 job postings. Written communication was requested in 18,237 postings. And creativity as a skill was requested in 17,337 postings. The following sources have been provided from the Department of Labor for those interested in learning more about how employers view the skills gained through a liberal arts education. We at Eastern would like to continue this conversation with you and answer any questions that you might have. Eastern faculty and staff are invested in the personal and professional success of their students. Our alumni are active and interested in providing guidance and support to students as they develop their skills. And our Center for Internships and Career Development has resources to help students as they each navigate their own unique professional path. Eastern Connecticut State University engages students from diverse backgrounds in a transformative liberal arts experience that provides knowledge and skills to lead enriching, purposeful lives. That is our mission, and we hope to include you on this journey as we welcome you to the Warrior family.